This week's game is Sakura Succubus 3. Another visual novel that's telling the story of a group of these schoolgirls going through different relationship choices.
What the heck?
Howdy folks, and welcome to Being Fun Gaming.
And this is our review of Sakura Succubus 3. I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game prior to its release. It was developed by Winged Cloud and published by the Gamuzumi. I've heard of those guys. It is set to be released on June 30th to the Nintendo eShop and the PlayStation Store for a price of $9.99. This week's release is a visual novel, so it's highly encouraged for you to go into the options first thing, toggle on the skip unseen text, and go ahead and max out the text display speed and auto forward speed. That'll help you a lot. Here it is, the third entry from Gamuzumi into the Sakura Succubus series. You know what I'm saying. This series has built a large cult following from the adult or Magna fan groups. The game was originally released on Steam last November and is still sitting with a rating of very positive from users. Before we get too far into this review, I need to declare that these games and visual novels made by this publisher, the Gamuzumi, lean pretty heavily towards the mature and adult ESRB parental ratings due to the graphical nature of the bubbly female characters displayed in their games. I'm just saying. In this visual novel, you're put into the role of a man named
Ogasawara Hiroki,
who has somehow stumbled across a dark secret that several members of Japan's elite are actually succubi. Which sounds a little weird, but actually dates back to ancient folklore in the 14th century.
A succubus is a demon or supernatural entity in folklore, in female form, that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. According to religious traditions, repeated sexual activity with a succubus can cause poor physical or mental health, even death. In modern representations, a succubus is often depicted as a beautiful seductress or enchantress, rather than as demonic or frightening. The male counterpart to the succubus is the incubus.
Okay, enough of the history lesson. Hiroki here has found himself surrounded by them, much more face-to-face with you, who's the queen of the succubus herself. Trapped with you, Hiroki is faced with an ultimatum. Will he succumb to her advances, or will he try to escape? Only you can help him decide. The Magna stylized graphics scream to the level of adult humor, but mildly keep things hidden away beneath a thin little opaque silk veil. Just enough to bring the level up into a mature rating, but doesn't tip the scale. That is, unless you're playing the PC version and install that patch, thingamajigger. Shut up! Don't advertise that crap here. Nonetheless, most players on PlayStation will probably not stick around long enough to see any of these graphics anyway. Yes, the game can be blazed through using the skip options that you're seeing me use, and as previously mentioned, to obtain the Platinum Trophy in 2 minutes. What? Actually, the first 2 Sakura Succubus games can also be done in the same fashion. So, if you haven't done those yet, there's 3 very quick platinums that await to be proudly shown on your trophy board. So, Sakura Succubus doesn't do anything for the visual novel style that hasn't been done before. If nothing, it's a bit short. It's a quality title for the storytelling and character design, so the Bean Farm gladly gives Succubus 3 beans out of 5. Well, that wraps up this review. We do them every week, covering new and unreleased console indie titles that are either easy achievement and trophy completions, or have really blown our socks off. To help celebrate the American Independence Day, the Bean Farm and 8 other content creators pooled our extra Xbox game codes together to create a massive giveaway of over 300 games.
Very nice.
To throw your hat into the ring, just find the announcement on the Bean Farm Twitter feed or search for In-Depth Gaming on Twitter. The winners will be announced after the 4th of July celebration. Special thanks goes out to the sponsors of this giveaway: ID at Xbox, Liquid Bit Games, Zydelon, Radalaka, Renelco Games, and Studioness. We really do owe much of our content support to these small studios and publishers. Be sure to visit again next week.
We'll be covering the new game from Secret Item. Farm for your life.
Y'all stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on the farm.